I told you, it's a special edition of the show today. We're doing guests back to back to back. Our next guest is a trailblazer in Africa's creative space. Musician and entrepreneur Antonia Sasha P. Alabi recently made headlines after winning the $10,000 Canex SME Peach Prize in Algiers with her bold proposal from barriers to bridges, building Africa's creative backbone. Now, through her company, Purple Fire Entertainment, she has been working to transform how African creatives tour, collaborate, and share their work across borders, strengthening the continent's creative economy while also boosting tourism and cultural exchange. We're delighted to have her with us today to talk about her big win, her vision for the future of Africa's creative industries, and the personal journey that continues to fuel her passion. Welcome to the show.
Pleasure to be here. Wow, what an intro, girl.
You know what? Our guests always say that. We always make sure that we have to give you your welcome
flowers. I feel so full.
Thank the last time I saw you, you were holding this big check. I was like, Sasha, I was like, thank you. Congratulations. You did really well. I remember I was at the beginning of that session, but I had to leave to go for something else. And the next time I would hear, it was like, Sasha won. Yeah. So talk to me about what that was like, how you had to put the pitch together, and just the journey in Algiers.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much, first of all, for the congratulations. And what was that like? The truth is, I really didn't know about the pitch till like the day before.
Really?
And then I had to do a deck in like 30 minutes while the pitch was already going on. So I was like the second to the last person to actually, I mean, if you were there at the beginning, you see I probably came in. I was like second to the last person to pitch, and we only had 5 minutes and then questions for 5 minutes. But I think that it was really just a testament to being prepared, because I have been pitching this every single day for so long. And that's the whole reason why I was at the IATF, to meet possible partners and sponsors. And I think, this win it's not really about me, and it's not even about the money itself, because we're trying to build something much bigger than that. And I feel like it's a huge validation for what we're building at Purple Fire. And, also an encouraging investment in the creative economy, saying that this idea that is for Africa is valid, it is scalable, and it's worth investing in. So that has been a huge win.
You can talk to us more about like your company Purple Fire's role in building the Pan-African system, and of course the touring talent behind the likes. What has it been like for you? And of course maybe the challenges too, because I know it's not easy to actually venture into that kind of business. And you coming from being an artist, Sasha P. The business side of it, how has it been?
Yeah, I mean, so it's been quite interesting, and what I think one of our biggest, or part of our biggest issues in general, is that we have fragmented bodies within the space. We have mobility issues, we have visa issues, we have connectivity issues. And so even from just, with Purple Fire, our core business is buying talent and creative direction for events like award shows, festivals, concerts. And so we're interfacing between promoters across the continent and even internationally. People call us, we want our artists to tour in Africa, and we keep realizing that this is a problem that keeps coming up. And I've been, trying to do this for over 10 years, actually. We had tried to put an all-female tour together. So different types of bottlenecks. And then it dawned on us that, we might need to reverse engineer this. And that is what birthed the conference, the Africa Live Entertainment Conference. Because how many countries are we going to go to and meet them one-on-one? But we can convene these key players in the same space and work on building this infrastructure. And so our work here is to be the glue, to be the connector, to be the policy arm of ensuring that structure is in place and makes it easier for us to trade across the continent.
All right, real quick, before Shita jumps in, I mean, like, for you that used to be a talent yourself in terms of being a creative, you're still a creative, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But like, being in front of the camera, being an artist, traveling and touring, I mean, what have you done differently to change, where you came from or the era you belong to what this current generation enjoys? How have you been able to actually play a part in changing that narrative?
You've been seeing my work all this time. So the only difference is you don't see me in front of the camera, but even as a performing artist, I was always behind the scenes in production, which is why I know what the problem is. So I've been the creative director of the Headies Awards from inception. I was there for 8 years. And so that was my work you were seeing as well. And then I was part of the flight and production team for another 8 years. We actually did the 20th anniversary last year, and we went from a 1-day rhythm unplugged to 3 days to 5 days. So I've been actively buying talent and being in the scene and being part of the conversation for this time. So I just feel like this is the next frontier. Now we've done Nigeria. Now we've done Africa. I mean, as an artist, I had the opportunity to perform in different African countries. And that's why I started to build my African network. And so when I think of the industry, I've never thought of Nigeria because my world is bigger than just Nigeria. And I think, but together, Nigeria, Ghana, we need to look at ourselves as a unit, as a continent, because with our resources combined, we can do so much more together.
Well, because of time, I really wanted to touch on this, especially because, beyond the business side, you did say that this win was personal for you. You shared a very touching post about your late father and how his role shaped your journey. Can you talk to us a bit about that before we let you go today?
Okay, so I mean, connecting it to my father was because, it's one of my favorite memories, like I said, when I was, singing my gibberish, and it's only people that watch Grease with me that would know what this child was trying to sing.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, like before I get on the stage, I have butterflies, like I'm, even before I pitch, like I'm trying to say something big, it's coming from my heart. People don't have to listen to me. And then I just remember that clap for her, and I'm like, okay, they're going to clap for me, And so doing a pitch in 5 minutes, that was the memory that came to mind again, that look, I'm singing for my supper here, guys. I'm going to sell this pitch. I'm going to tell you what I'm building. And I hope you believe in me. And so it wasn't something I expected. It was something very validating, very, very humbling and very encouraging for this huge journey. So AfriExim clapped for me. Canex clapped for me. And I look forward to you all clapping for me.
We're already clapping for you.
When we do this thing, Thank you.
I know we're out of time, but
I
there's no way
know.
I'll let you call me and I'll ask you the question I want to ask you now, which is going to be very brief. First of all, it's going to be 2 questions in one.
Wow. Now it's like,
quickly.
Listen.
First of all, you were a musician, you were a FMC, you were a rapper.
I am still now. Where did I go? I'm just not recording.
You're now in the business side of things.
We are
First of
doing
all,
everything together, thanks.
What are your thoughts on the current state of hip-hop in Nigeria, the genre in general? I mean, I feel like a lot of arts are not repping the genre the way it used to be in your time. We had likes of freestyle, the whole Tribesmen, group. Then also FMCs, like female rappers.
Yeah.
We don't have that anymore. Two quick things.
So I beg to differ. I think that hip hop itself is a culture on its own. It's beyond the music. And I think what is happening right now is music really happens in cycles. And right now, Afrobeats is what is getting the support. The reason hip hop was as big as it was when it was because people that believed in hip hop were putting their resources where their passions were. They were driving the conversation, they were supporting it, they were investing, and they made other people invest. So right now, the focus has been on Afrobeats, but there's so many talented female rappers out there. I mean, even the Odumodu, he's a rapper. So rap is thriving across Africa. And Nasty C just, announced his African tour. Hip hop is thriving, so I would engage everyone that thinks that there's something missing to support us. Amplify, when you see a female rapper, amplify, give them platforms, because that's what helps us grow.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on the show today, and we wish you the very best in your future endeavors.
Just 1 $10,000. The next one will be like $1 million.
Amen.
Do the time,